Between being a truck driver and Uber Black driver, which one is a better career field to be in? Well, I've been in both industries. I started driving trucks when I was 19 all the way up until 24, and I recently just got into the rideshare business last year of September 2024. Now, I'm gonna go back to trucking. I started driving trucks when I was 19, and throughout my years of driving from 19 to 24, it took me a while to find a good trucking job. And what I mean by a good trucking job, I mean one that's local and that paid very well. It took me a while, y'all. I went through a couple of trucking jobs, but I ended up finding the one, right? And the one trucking job paid me 60 to 80K a year, which that's good money. You know, you're able to make a living off that. If you got a family, you can take care of your family off the 60 to 80K a year. But here's the thing. If you want to make that type of money being a company truck driver, you best believe you're going to be putting in some hours. So whenever I was working, I was putting in anywhere between 12 to 15 hours per day. And that was 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, which that was cool and all. You know, I was a young, ambitious guy. So I'm like, you know what, 12, 15 hours for 5 days a week, light work. And I averaged anywhere between 12 to 1,400 a week. But here's the thing. I did that for 2.5 years and I didn't go past 1,400. So this is 1,400 right here, and this is me. I'm like, what the? I can't get past it. Oh, let me call my boss. Let me call my manager. Hey, man, I need more money than this. Oh, well, that's all we can pay you. So I was capped. I couldn't go past the 1,400 a week, which for a young, ambitious guy that want more in life, that just didn't cut it for me. I'm like, you know what? I got to take a different route. And you don't even have to be an ambitious guy. You can just simply be a family man that just want to provide for your family better financially. Now, let's be real. Making 12 to 1,400 a week is not a lot of money, especially when you got a big family. So your salary is capped. You still have to put in the same amount of hours, 12 to 15 hours for the same pay. And then third, the wear and tear on your body, especially depending on what you're hauling, whatever it is that you're hauling. Sometimes you might have to get out the truck, unload it yourself, strap it down, whatever it is that you haul, that could put a toll on your body. Not just the unloading and loading, but also the driving. You're driving for hours on end, just like this, in this still position. That's not good for your back, especially some of them truck drivers, they don't work out. They not physically in the gym. They not eating the right foods. And after a while, it become mentally draining. You know, take a toll on you mentally. And also your growth potential is limited. You can't grow beyond a truck driver at a trucking company. What the hell you gonna do? Become a logistics specialist or get in the office? Or even argue at some of these trucking companies, the damn truck drivers make more than the people that's in the office. So we got trucking. You capped at 60 to 80K a year. Your growth potential is limited and is physically demanding on your body. Now let's switch over to the Uber Black driver. As an Uber Black driver, you can easily make 6 figures. Now, we'll just go off my personal situation. Whenever I first started driving Uber Black, I also did private driving, which I charge my clients $120. So I charge my clients $120 an hour. Let's say I serviced them for 2 hours. That's already $240. So just for 2 hours of service, I already done made $240. At that trucking job, that would have been a full 12 to 13 hour day. Now let's even the playing field a little bit when it comes to hours. If I service my clients, let's say 12 hours, and I charge them $120, that's $1,440. So I would have got paid $1,400 in one day to service my clients privately versus working that trucking job. That would have took a whole week for me to make $1,400. Do y'all see the income potential now? You know, over here on the Uber Black side, it's unlimited. Over here at the trucking job or the trucking side is capped. And that was just with my private clients. That wasn't me driving with Uber and Lyft, which you have the earning potential to make anywhere between $200 to $400 per day, depending on how many hours you put in, of course. Now, I want to switch to the schedule. You know, as an Uber Black driver, your schedule is way more flexible than driving a truck. Of course, you've been in the Uber Black business. You have to focus on when people moving, when people getting up and when people getting off. So you still have to, you know, put in some hours, but you get to pick and choose. If you don't want to work the morning, you can come in and work the evening and night shift. If you don't want to work the evening and night shift, you can come work the morning shift, morning and afternoon shift. So your schedule is flexible. You're not being told to come in at a certain time and you're able to get off at a certain time. No, you pick your own schedule. Now, as far as the people you deal with, it's not like the trucking business. So the trucking business, if you're a company driver, you're going to deal with your boss, manager, dispatcher, and the people you deliver to. On the Uber Black side, you're going to deal with your clients and Uber and Lyft clients, which is 9 times out of 10 high net worth individuals. So already the environment is better. And if you position yourself right as a driver starting off, you building a private clientele, you can scale pretty quickly to fleet ownership. Now you just created another stream of income for you. One through your private clientele, and now you rent out your vehicles to other drivers. One thing about dealing with people with a high net worth, they put you in good environments. So even if you come into the Uber Black business without a business mindset, eventually you've been in them type of environments, it'll rub off on you. You will eventually start to want better for yourself. Now, I'm not here to try to bash trucking or, just talk good about Uber Black. I think these are both wonderful career fields to get in. It's just one of them require no money to get started, which is trucking, and one do require money to get started, which is the Uber Black business. Like I said, both these businesses are great, but the end all be all, I think Uber Black is a better fit for you if you're going to be in any type of driving.